Hey, John, just to start, what do you make of what Trey did on the mound today?
He was pretty good. Historic stuff, you know what I mean? When you talk about that stage and his numbers, getting ahead of a lot of hitters, tons of swing and miss, you know, it's one thing to be in the zone, and it's another thing to be in the zone and get some swing and miss. So slider and split were electric. You know, I said it before the game, it's a different pitcher when he has his stuff. You know, game one didn't have a feel for his split, so kind of blown away at what he did.
Halfway back on your right, Gregor.
John, you guys seem to be very aggressive on Snell's fastball early in the game, and Schneider and Guerrero ambushed a couple there. Was that part of the game plan going into today? Yeah,
you know, you never know what adjustments pitchers are going to make, you know, when you're facing them again in a series. Yeah, that was kind of the plan, you know, and I think after that he threw, you know, a lot of sliders, changeups, curveballs, and you have to be able to adapt. So against a guy like him, you know, I know in game one we fouled off a ton of pitches and made him work, and you have to be ready to hit when he comes over the middle of the plate. So Schneider was, and Vlad was, you know, that was a good start for us, you know, to get a little 2-run cushion for Trey in this environment. But yeah, that was the approach going in, to be ready to hit.
We'll stay there with Keegan.
John, before Trey arrived, you were already obviously a very good team, but how has he changed this team and changed this team's ceiling, what they're capable of this season?
Yeah, a lot, man. I mean, thinking back to when we called him up, I think it was with like 12 games, 13 games left in the season. You're kind of taking a shot to just bring more talent in, and you're not really sure of how it's going to unfold or what role he's going to be in. But yeah, I said it before the game, man, regular season is going to be pretty normal for him, I think. But he's definitely raised the ceiling for sure. I mean, we're talking about a guy that not only is he performing well, but he's handling a lot of stuff well, you know, handling the preparation, handling the media, handling his teammates really well too.
Halfway back on your left, John.
Good day, Schneids.
Hey, Zick.
Curious to know the ripple effect from Trey's performance tonight and in this postseason for the entire organization. What's your message to the minor leaguers who are hoping to do something similar to what Trey has done? He's obviously one of one, but how does this affect the entire org?
Yeah, I mean, I think this year, more than any year that I've been here, we've been very aligned with our player development system and what we're trying to do here. So I think the fact that we were willing to call him up, the fact that we were willing to throw him right into the fire because we felt confident in the work he had done in the minor leagues speaks volumes to how we feel about everyone in the organization. Not just players, but staff too. And us being aligned is a big thing.
Fourth row on your left, Jared.
If you remember the very first batter Trey faced, it was Ohtani. It's a ground ball back to the mound. He kind of bobbled it, dropped it, and like very casually picked it up and kind of like flipped it over.
Kind of shovel pass, yeah.
Yeah, and like you see young guys like panic
in
that situation. He looked extremely calm. Like, just what does a play like that say about his just incredible poise on a stage like that?
Yeah, like that's a weird example of poise, you know what I mean? I think pitchers in general handling the baseball, but then when you mishandle it, it can get a little squirrely, you know? But the fact that he kind of shoveled it the way he did and kind of had a little smile on his face, it actually gives you a little bit of confidence that he's in the right frame of mind.
Second row on the left, Jeff.
You had a cushion a little bit with the extra runs in the seventh inning. Did that help the decision to go back to Trey in the seventh, or was he going in anyway?
Yeah, he was going in, man. I was. It's kind of uncharted territory for him, you know, in terms of pitches and innings. I told Pete after the sixth, I said, I don't think there's anyone better in our bullpen right now. You know, just kind of watching in real time. So the layoff in that inning kind of played a part of it. He did a great job of keeping himself moving, and he kept saying, I feel great. So it's just an unbelievable performance by him.
On the row behind, Ron.
Did you guys have a strategy to jump on Blake's fastball early? And if so, why did you come up with it?
Against a really good pitcher like him, you have to be ready to hit, right? He's going to come after you. He's going to challenge you. And I think those two swings from Schneider and from Vlad, you know, first at bat of a game, you know, is always a little bit different, right? There's a lot of guys that swing at the first pitch. So we wanted to be aggressive on balls that were in the middle of the zone. Vlad was a little different, a little bit in, but that's been our strategy against really good pitchers. You know, there's a time to grind them, and there's a time to be ready to hit. Just pretty cool. It worked out the way it did.
Was there any tell on the fastball you were looking at?
Any what?
Any tell on the fastball you were looking at?
Any tell?
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's got great weapons. You know what I mean? I think that any hitter will tell you against a guy like that, when you know he's going to challenge you, you got to be ready for the fastball.
Second row on your right, Daniel.
John, with obviously you have the amount of talent that you have in your rotation and in your bullpen as well, how does Kirk factor in that success from your pitching staff as well?
Kirky has evolved so much this year, and he's evolved so much in the postseason in terms of handling the staff, calling a game, making adjustments. In order to get to where you want to get to, I've always said it, not because I'm a former really bad minor league catcher, but because you need a good catcher. You need a steady presence back there, and he has been absolutely nails this entire postseason.
Do two last ones, far back in the left middle.
I was just curious. Andres Jimenez has run a couple of pretty deep counts in late innings last night and tonight, and seemed like pretty high leverage spots. Is there anything contagious about that, or just are those just individually great plate appearances?
With him, yeah, I feel like with a lot of these guys, man, they're just ready for the situation when it comes up. Whether it's getting a guy like Barger getting a guy over, Barger, his reads on the bases, kind of manufacturing a run. These guys are locked in to what needs to be done in real time. So that's a sign of a really mentally tough team and a really mentally prepared team. He's a baseball player. I said it before the game, man. You get a lot of baseball players around another. It does get contagious.
And we'll finish up sixth row on your left.
Hey, Sean, congratulations.
Hey,
on the
thanks.
win. How does it feel to be giving the ball to Kevin Gausman with a chance to take the whole thing?
Great. It always feels good to give Kev the ball, you know. And again, man, this was nice. This was a big performance from a lot of different people individually, but collectively as a team, this was a very, very good team win. But to give the ball to Kev, you love it. You love it every time, whether it's in spring training or whether it's in the World Series. You know, we know that it's going to be another tough arm, and Yamamoto, it's going to be another tough game. You know what I mean? So we'll enjoy the flight. We'll enjoy it right now, and Kev will be ready to go. I can't wait to see what the Rogers Center is going to look, feel, and sound like. But I can't wait to have Kev take the mound for us.
All right, Schneider, thanks so much. We'll
Thank
see you in
guys.
Toronto.